Hey everyone, it's Lizzie and welcome back to my channel. It has been a very long time since I have posted any budget content, any videos here on YouTube, and I'm so sorry. I just started feeling in a rut and just not being myself. So I have been budgeting and planning and sharing bits and pieces of our journey to pay off debt on my Instagram. So if you're not following me over on Instagram, be sure to do that because I do post a little bit more regularly and do like check-ins in hopes to motivate you to get on a written budget, but doing it in a way that makes sense to you and your family. And so here I am back. It is July and I am going to be sharing our paycheck breakdown and what we are doing to tackle our debt. So if this is videos that you do like to see, then be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more budget and finance related content. With that being said, I have changed things up in how we budget. We do withdraw some cash. So this is a thing that has changed drastically. I used to withdraw cash and do sinking funds, envelopes like in a binder, which is so aesthetically pleasing. It is fun to like play with money and, you know, to just make videos. And essentially I was doing that honestly to make videos and not for the purpose of like what it truly is, which is to save money and to pay off debt. In my opinion now, just kind of taking a step back, we are not withdrawing cash for sinking funds. It makes more sense right now in this day and age of where I am today to have sinking funds in a online savings account like Ally. And Ally allows you to kind of break things up into like digital envelopes, and you can set specific categories for those sinking funds online, and you make interest. So I have been paid an interest for transferring my funds from cash to online, and that is just what kind of makes sense to us. It's an automatic thing. I just click up a button and I transfer and save those funds into that savings account. So obviously this is what's working in our household. If you are the one that likes that cash, I think that that is great. You know, saving is saving. And so if saving in cash is effective and it's proven for you to be effective, do that. Do that, okay? So we have deposited our Christmas funds that I had in my little box, the savings challenge box. I deposited that because we had a lot of cash on hand and I wanted to make interest on it, so we just transferred it into the online bank. So only withdrawing for small amounts, which is the day-to-day spending for me, and that is groceries and other. That has stayed the same. I've talked about it on numerous times using the quote-unquote one cash envelope system. That has proven effective for us. That is what we are going to stick with, okay? If you see that you are seeing progress in something, stick to it, you guys. Don't sway, don't get trying to do something. If it's not broke, don't fix it. So this is something that has shown we are able to save using cash for groceries and other, and so that is what I am going to stick to and have the rest in a savings account. So on to the actual budget breakdown. This is the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom, and I have actually been using it and sticking to it, which I am very proud of. So this is the paycheck breakdown for our budget. So we had a remaining balance of $69.32. This is combined of what we had cash on hand left over in our bank accounts. So my husband, he uses his bank account for his purchases. He doesn't use the cash method, but he tracks it that way. And then what is remaining in our like checking account as far as not having an assignment for bills. So it was like what was left over in our checking account cushion. And then we have some of the bills that we're allocating a portion of the paycheck into those bills. So this is not the monthly bill, okay? This is what we are allocating a small portion of the bill from the paycheck. And then we have a credit card that we have to put money towards 2 city cards here, and my husband's Chase credit card. Guys, we did a thing and we posted it on Instagram, but let me just pause this right now so you can see the thing that we did. Today is July 11th, 2024, and Lizzie and Emma are getting ready to do some surgery. Plastic surgery. So here goes to, this one is mine. I'm done being a slave to you.
The real cutting when you close the account, because right now.
Yes. Amazon?
Get out of here. That's like a metal.
Is it gonna cut? Did you cut it last time? Lord Jesus!
It's like metal on the inside.
Second Amazon.
That's it.
Get it. Okay. Very exciting. Very exciting stuff. We've cut up our credit cards. We are no longer doing the thing of, oh, we're going to use it like a debit card and then pay the balance off, because we ended up realizing that we're spending way more and giving ourselves permission and using that excuse of, well, we're going to pay the balance off in full, not carry the balances and, month to month. No. No. Credit cards is not income. And what I mean by that is we had made the excuse of, well, we had budgeted this amount for eating out or for groceries, but it's a little bit more than what we had anticipated. Let's just go ahead and we're going to use the card, and on our next pay, we're just going to pay that balance off in full.
Right.
We budgeted for a specific amount, and we are giving ourselves permission in using the credit card as quote unquote income to make that purchase. We're spending more money than what we have. That has got to change. And so we've been listening to audiobooks like Rachel Cruz. We've been listening to Dave Ramsey again. So we have to have that same circle of influence. And so yeah, we're making that change, and yes, it was scary for me. I was kind of emotional, which I didn't realize that I was so connected to credit cards when I had to cut that up. I'm just ready to be just done and kick this debt in the face. And so I am excited to say that after allocating funds to the true budget of what we have remaining for what we've planned and budgeted for the month, we're using the Every Dollar app. It is free to use. So based on what we had pre-planned of what's coming up this month for July, that's what I'm going to be planning and budgeting for. It's going to be hard, yes, because you guys look over here, groceries for between our pay cycles. So we get paid bi-weekly. Between our pay cycles, we need to stretch this for essentially 2 weeks, and that is crazy. That is going to be hard, but it's possible. We are a family of 2. Okay, we have 2 small dogs, so we have to get them food and plan for that and all of that. But it is possible. It's going to take discipline. It's going to take planning for what are we going to have for food? What is a backup? I remember seeing the budget mom sharing okay, you do your meal plan, you buy the groceries for that meal plan, you write it down on your little fridge note or whatever, right? You stick it on your fridge, but then that day comes around, and what if you're not feeling well and you can't cook, or something happened and you stayed later at work, or things come up. What's your backup? So you make a plan for your groceries. What's the backup? And she does those frozen lasagnas, and I'm like, that is just such a great idea. We love pizza. Okay, if we see a sale or something on a frozen pizza, let's get it. Let's get it and buy a couple of them. They're on sale. It's in the budget. Let's store that in our freezer for those days that, we don't feel like cooking what was on the meal plan. So having a backup, I think that that's what's going to save us. And so I share that on my Instagram, I share in my stories, in hopes to motivate you to make a backup plan. But I found that to be very wise, so that's why I'm sharing it here. So this is going to be a challenge. We'll see how we do. We did pretty well the last time we were under, so I'm excited about that. These are the sinking funds categories that we are putting money aside for, because these are things that we know are going to come up. And you guys, look at this number. We are paying an extra $721.44 to our first debt in the snowball method. And this is the number that is remaining on that card. So if we are staying focused and like really intentional with our spending, you guys, I think like we can do this. We can become debt free, and we just have a little more to go. But once we pay off this one credit card, it's going to roll what we're paying towards that. We'll just roll it to the next debt, which is the second credit card that we have. Then once we pay that off, it's going to roll to the personal loan that we have. And then we'll be able to celebrate debt freedom. So I'm so excited to just share my journey here, in hopes, again, that it will just inspire you and to get intentional with your finances, you guys. God wants us to be good stewards of our finances. He wants to bless us, but in order to have that blessing, we have to be wise with what we have. And honestly, I've been learning contentment, so I'm excited about that. We have some coin left over from the wallet. Gonna put that in our coin jar. And this is the cash that we are withdrawing from the bank. And let me explain why the grocery is so much less than what was actually budgeted for of the 105. So what is left over in the wallet as for bills? Okay, we do have money remaining. So instead of depositing this cash and then withdrawing the 105 for groceries, I'm just going to use what I have here in cash and apply it to make it be 105, okay? So we have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, $42 in cash. So 42 plus 63 makes the 105 that we are going to have budgeted for. So I'm just keeping that in here. And then the change, I had counted it already. So we have 25, 35, 45, 55, 60, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 71. 71 cents, and that's what I had counted there. That's going into the coin jug. I think my husband had taken some coin out of here, so this is probably not accurate, but whatever. Okay, so it says 52.43 is what's in our jug. And so this is what we are going to be taking out. And I'm going to be using this little cash laminate breakdown. I got this from Breathe and Budget. So it's laminated, so I'm going to use this Sharpie that I got, I think, from the Dollar Tree, honestly. And so I have already decided what denominations that I want. So we're going to do 2 $50 bills, 2 $20 bills, 3 10s, 1 5, and 3 1s. This totals to be the $178 to allow us to stuff my wallet. And so this is the only cash that I would be carrying with me. Okay, so one other thing that I want to do here, let me flip this back over here. Looking at Christmas, as I mentioned, we are no longer withdrawing the cash for this. I'm just transferring this into my online savings bank with Ally and putting it in a bucket. So I put 39 here for Christmas, but it's actually 34. So we're gonna fill out a couple more of these envelopes. So we are budgeted $39. So that is a 30 for my tracker. And then we're gonna do 35 and then 39. All right. So then for next pay, what I will do is have this budgeted to be 36 and then the 25 plus the 7 and doing it that way. So we'll be going from the bottom up and then the top to bottom for the tracking. So this is what is remaining for us to reach our $1,000 Christmas goal, which I'm so excited about. So excited. Okay, so now I am actually going to head over to the bank. Take this with me, put it in my wallet. I'm gonna head to the bank, withdraw the cash, and we're gonna count that cash and be done with the video. So let's get to getting. You guys, so in the car, I have to do the groceries now. So I am just going to go ahead and put this in my wallet so that I'll be ready to get the things that we need at the grocery store. And then we'll see what is remaining once I am done shopping. All right, so we are back from the bank and actually back from grocery shopping. I just figured, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do the grocery shopping because I was already out, and why not? So let me just go ahead and share what I currently have. I do have some change, but we did the cash withdrawal as you saw from the bank. And right now, after my purchase at Aldi in groceries, I have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, plus the change that I have in my wallet. And then the miscellaneous, it is the total amount that we are budgeting for this pay period, which is the 100, 110, and 115. So we're just gonna keep this in my wallet. And again, this is all that I carry. This is the only cash that I carry on hand. And because we have had a struggle with like being on budget when it comes to groceries, it's just great to have the physical cash for these two particular categories. So if I end up going over groceries for whatever reason, I will borrow from this miscellaneous category because it can be kind of used as like a buffer and to be able to buy the things that technically don't have like a set category. That's where I love to kind of have that freedom and not that strict nitpicky of like, you know, this amount for clothing and this amount for whatever in my wallet. I can just use it how I see fit in that moment. So this is the total that we spent at the grocery store, $53.82. So from my little breakdown, pretty close. About $52 is what I had said that we should be spending for groceries. And I have an idea of what we are going to be making for the week. So yeah, let me go ahead and put this in there so I can scan my receipts once I'm ready. So all is completed with the budget, the cash stuffing, the transferring in our savings account for our sinking funds, and then also putting funds in our coin jar. So this is everything. This is our breakdown for the pay period. I hope that it just inspired you and got you motivated and just, you know, on fire. I hope to be making and uploading videos every week. So again, be sure to subscribe And that is all that I have for you guys today in this video. I appreciate each and every one of you. Comment with any questions or just encouraging me for coming back on YouTube and sharing our journey to debt freedom. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys right here in a brand new video.